Hi everybody, Stefan here from EDC Austria, and today we are talking about the Spinetic-Spinners Y spinner, which I'll show you in a second. Spinetic-Spinners, which I mentioned in my last spinner review, is a company in the United States which offers currently, I think, spinners from 11 or 12 companies at very good prices, and you don't need to order them from the makers directly because you can order them from there and only pay shipping once. And Joshua Young, who is the owner and operator of SpinSpace, is a very dedicated member of the spinner community, and he also wanted to create his own spinner, but for a budget price, but he still wanted a premium product. So he came up with the design. By the way, this is the only name brand spinner that actually came with a branded packaging. My Anatolian Mod Scars and the Kepler designs both were unbranded. And this is the Y spinner. So basically that means it's a 3-arm spinner, and they also have an X, which is a 4-arm spinner. This is the copper version that goes for $36.99. They also have a brass, stainless steel, and a black PVD coated stainless steel. The interesting thing about this is that they pretty much came up with the design that now everybody is using to hold their bearings, which is this outer casing, which you can unscrew so you don't have to press fit or glue your bearings, which makes it much easier to produce, and you don't have to produce and machine that exactly. But I have to say for clarity that these are made in China, but it's an American company that sells them and also that designs them. Also, there are no clones of this. So when you buy a Spinetic spinner, you can be sure it's authentic. And what's fantastic about these spinners, which come in an R188 bearing, as I just show you, they have an out-of-the-box spinning time of about, if you table spin them, of about 3.5 to 4 minutes. And in a vertical spin, if you just flick it, they also run for about 3.5 minutes. At the end of this video, I'll show you a table spin which I'll time, so feel free to watch it if you want. You will see this machining is very well done. The edges are nicely chamfered and rounded, so there are really no hot spots, even though this thing is not that light, but that's always better, because the heavier it is, the more force it can accumulate to spin well. That's the problem with aluminum and titanium spinners that I've encountered. And of course, as with all tri spinners, there is absolutely no wobble when you go from horizontal to vertical positioning. And you can fiddle with it, or fidget as the name implies, or you can just watch it go. As for the weight, let's see here. We are at 62 grams, which is 2.19 ounces. And the size, the longest distance is 55 millimeters, which I don't know in imperial, but it's about 2 inches and a tiny bit more. But it's really fantastic to have such a well-produced original design that doesn't come from a Chinese manufacturer that took an existing design and now sells it on some strange Chinese website or on Amazon, as they do since a few days ago, which I find highly, well, not okay, to say it in nice terms. But this is an original spinner. The money goes to a US company that is very active in getting spinners to the spinner community. And this is really a well-machined, well-designed product. I will show you the size in reference to a regular bearing wrap. So here you can maybe see how tiny it is. And a good test to see if the bearing is good is if you rotate it very slowly. And if it stops abruptly, that means there is some bad friction. But if it goes slow like this, you know everything is okay. I'll put a link to Spinetic-Spinners in the description. That's basically all I can say about this product, except for buy one if you can get one. They are often out of stock, but they are doing their best to produce them in a quantity that they can make it available at all times. Okay, I'll stop the regular video here and say if you liked it, please leave a like. If you have something to say, please leave a comment. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And I'll now do a timed table spin. Okay, here we go. almost 5 minutes, and if you as you've noticed, I've sped it up in the middle because nobody wants to watch a spinner for 5 minutes. Okay, that's it then. Bye bye.